We have our getting started guide with HPC3, and that jumps into this page here. So before you start, differences, some known issues and things, and we have a section on our data migration. So the processes that are taking place, some of them automatically and some of them requiring manual inputs, and not the on-demand. The migration pages, I thoroughly recommend that people read again the moving to the new file system and the data migration pages. Effectively, what has happened is your home directories and your project directories have automatically been migrated to the new platform. And all of it has gone. But your no backup directory, because they're large and they take up lots of space, and sometimes people let them bloat up a wee bit. We've wanted people to think a little bit more about them. So they have not been automatically migrated, but we can create a file and help you create a file in your no backup directory, depending on what you want to do and depending on what the use is of that directory. And it's a file. It's called this rsync filter, and we place it in the top of the no backup directory, and it will move everything or parts of the folder. So the simplest thing to do on a terminal on Mahuika from anywhere is to run this line, except you'd put your own project code here, and it would tell it to copy everything over. Now, please don't do that. Please actually have a think about what it is that you'd like to move over, whether it is everything. And if you've got a big multi-user project, it gets a little bit more complicated, and maybe that is the best option, is to run everything and transfer it over. But there's lots of examples on this page about what to do and not to do, or how to move everything, or in this case, to exclude everything in that rsync filter file. So that goes at the head of the no backup directory to transfer files. You can have a look at what syncs have happened up to a certain time, and things. Now the syncs will keep happening for your home and your project, for your home, for your project, and your no backup if it's already set. At the moment, they happen approximately every day because most of the data has already been transferred. So it's now quite quick. So if you start working on the new platform and you leave the syncs going, it is highly likely that old Mahuika will overwrite what is on the new Mahuika. And so I have a couple of terminals open here. I have old Mahuika and I have the new HPC. And I'm going to navigate to the directory. So then to stop it happening on Mahuika, on the old platform, you need to run these commands. You need to put a stop, this goodbye.gpfs in your home directory. You need to put it in your project directory, and you need to put it in your no backup directory to stop the syncs from happening. There are other ways to do it, but this is the simplest way, is to run this command, and then that will stop the sync happening. It'll stop overwriting what's on the new platform. Now, if I go into, I'll look at my home. Have I put it in my own? We might be a little bit different. There we go. So I have placed it in my, it's, oops, too big. Whoops, where's my home gone? I made it too big. I have a goodbye GPFS. This is in my home directory. So my home on Mahuika will not sync over to the new platform. So things that I write here, and I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do anything on Mahuika and on the new platform at the same time. I should just work on one platform. LL-A long list. So this is now on the new platform. There is no goodbye GPFS has come across to the new platform. It doesn't sync over. And that's then the same for the project directories. I'll go to NeSI 999, LL-A, and I'm going to look for the dot. Oh, we haven't done that on this one. Oh, yes, we have. Sorry, there it is. We have placed a .goodbye file on NeSI. Peter has placed it there. But originally we had, oh no, we probably never had one. Yes, we did. We had an rsync filter in ours as well, because we didn't necessarily want everything to go in. So if I look at that rsync.rsync, that was what our rsync filter looked like. We had one of our staff didn't require any of the no backup. Sorry, was that I think I've lost where I am now. In project, we didn't need that transferred over. So it was run with a minus / the particular folder. So that was saying, please don't copy this folder over to the new platform. Yeah, so very briefly, to stop the sync happening, you need to run these commands. It's in the documentation. And to get the sync for no backup happening, you need to run a command, something like that, or a plus whatever directories or things. But we can help you set that up. It has been a common occurrence that people are saying my files have been overwritten on the new platform, and we understand that, and we're trying to help people work through that. There are snapshots, so depending on the time the syncs happen, the time data was written and the time a snapshot was taken, we can recover some data sometimes. But unfortunately, we're getting the odd case where a day's work has been lost because just accidents happen, and we're all trying to learn how the new platform works and all the steps we need to take. So I think I'll leave that there.